Good morning, students. Welcome to look at mathematical representation. At the lesson, students will be able to define standing waves and will be able to interpret the mathematical equations in standing waves, the general mathematical equations. So before I continue, we have to look at standing waves. What are standing waves? When you have two waves of the same amplitude of traveling in the opposite direction and are imposed or combined together, you have standing wave or stationary wave. Meaning that standing wave is also known as stationary waves. So when you have waves of the same frequency and amplitude traveling in opposite direction and are superimposed or combined together. That is standing waves or stationary waves. And we can represent this with the use of a diagram, as you will see. So this is y-axis, this is axis, this is wave 1. So I call this wave 1, and this is wave 2. Wave 2. For we to show that this is standing wave or stationary wave, we must give the direction. As you can see, this is moving this way. We call it the incident wave. So wave 1 is the incident wave. And the wave 2, you can see the direction moving backward, is the reflected wave. So I can fix this. This region is fixed, and I can fix this region. So when you have two waves having equal amplitude and frequency traveling in opposite direction, we say that they are standing or stationary waves. So in standing wave or stationary wave, we have the incident wave and we also have the reflected waves. And in standing wave, we have what we call node and antinode. So we have node, we also have antinode. And what is a node? A node is a region in a stationary wave where there is no displacement. It's a region in a stationary wave where there is no displacement. And I can show it here. This is the node, this is the node, and this is the node. It's a region where there is no displacement. So node is the region where there is no displacement. Also, we have antinode A. So antinode is the region in a stationary or standing wave where there is displacement. Please take note. So we can show this more mathematically We can show this more mathematically. So this is node, this is antinode, this is node, this is antinode, and this is node. And we can get the distance between a node and the antinode. So the distance between node and the antinode L is given by lambda over 4. Lambda or wavelength over 4. Also, we can take the distance between this node and the next node. As we know, node to antinode is L equals lambda over 4. So also, if I take antinode to node here, it's going to give me L lambda over 4. So meaning that if I move from this node to this antinode, I have lambda over 4. If I move from this antinode to this node, I have lambda over 4. So node to node will be lambda over 4 plus lambda over 4, and that will give me lambda over 2. It means that if I move from node to node, I have lambda over 2. So also if I move from this antinode to antinode, I have lambda over 2. So what is the main important thing we should note here? That a stationary wave or a standing wave is when you have two waves of the same frequency and amplitude traveling in opposite direction and are superimposed. And in standing wave or in stationary wave, we have the incident wave and we also have the reflected waves. And in standing wave, we have node and antinode, and the distance between the node and antinode is lambda over 4, and the distance between node to node is lambda over 2, or the distance between antinode to antinode is lambda over 2. So if I continue, I can decide to get the distance from this node to this antinode. And I know that from this node to this node is lambda over 2. So I can add node to antinode, which is lambda over 4. So I have L lambda over 2 plus lambda over 4. SEM 4. Here I have 2 lambda. Here I have lambda giving us 3 lambda over 4. So from this node to this antinode is 3 lambda over 4. And if I do it from this node to this node, I'm going to have lambda over 2 plus lambda over 2. How? From here to here is lambda over 2. And from here to here is another lambda over 2. So SEM 2. 2 into 1. So we have lambda plus lambda. 2 lambda over 2, and that will give us lambda, which is a period. Okay? So next is this. The general wave equation or the standing wave equation. The standing wave equation or the general wave equation is given by y s comma t equals to a sine kx plus or minus wt. We can decide to leave it like this or leave it in this form. Y equals to a sine kx plus wt. So I'm going to work with this. Equation 1. What is y? Our y is the y-axis and our x is the x-axis. Our a is the amplitude, and the unit for amplitude is in meter. The SI unit is in meter. And what is the amplitude? Amplitude is the maximum vertical displacement from the mean position. And W is the angular velocity. Some people call it angular frequency. and W is given by 2 pi f, where f is the frequency. W is also given by 2 pi over t, where your capital letter T is your period. And also, K is called wave number. K is called wave number. And wave number K is given by 2 pi over x. Sorry, 2 pi lambda. 2 pi lambda. 2 pi lambda. So that is K, 2 pi over lambda. That is our K. Now, take note, WT is given as phase angle. Phase angle. WT is our phase angle. Is that okay? So, I can modify my equation number 1. I can modify it into another beautiful equation by substituting K, also by substituting any of the W. Is that okay? Okay, let's show that. So if I do that, I have y equals to A sine 2 pi over lambda x plus or minus 2 pi ft. Equation 2. So you can see what I did here. You can see what I did here. You can see what I did here. K, this x, plus or minus. The plus or minus is the direction of the wave, whether you are moving to the positive or to the negative. So 2 pi f, that is W, then your T. So I have this. Okay? Let me copy it again. 2 pi lambda x plus or minus 2 pi ft, equation 2. So I can decide to change this. Also, y equals to A sine 2 pi lambda x plus or minus 2 pi over t, equation 3. We know the meaning of capital letter T, which is period, and small letter t is our time. Okay, with this, we can solve any problem that we have. Or we can also get another formula. We know that T is period, and we know that from one of the special formula in wave that V equals to F lambda. And we know that this is wavelength, this is frequency, and this is wave speed or wave velocity. So I can decide to change frequency, and because we know that there is a relationship between period and frequency, and the relationship is F equals to 1 over T, where F is your frequency and your T is your period. So I can change this. So if I change this to this, I'm going to have V equals to lambda over T. Is that okay? So can I make capital letter T subject? If I make capital letter T subject, I have Vt equals to lambda. Therefore, T equals to lambda over V. So don't forget, period V over V lambda over V. Lambda over V. So I can decide to change this T here, and I'm going to have another wonderful equation. So, and if I do that, I'm going to have something like this: y a sine 2 pi over lambda x plus or minus 2 pi t over lambda over v. So I can change this, I can change it, I can rearrange. So I'm going to have y a sine 2 pi over lambda x plus or minus 2 pi v t over lambda. Equation 4. So I think with this we can take some work example. Take note of equation 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's take this work example 1. The equation of a wave traveling along the positive x direction is given by this, where all distances are measured in meter and time is second. Calculate the frequency, wavelength, speed, amplitude. To do this is very simple. What you need to do is to compare the equation you have with the standard wave equation. And I'm going to do that. Y equals to 2 sine open bracket 0.5x minus 200t. So I'm going to compare it with the standard equation A sine 2 pi over lambda x minus 2 pi ft. You can take any of the equations I gave you, equation 1, 2, 3, 4. You can work with any of them. Is that okay? So the first question is calculate the frequency. You can see frequency here, f. Is that okay? So what you just need to do is that you take this out, take this part out. What does that mean? It means 200 equals to 2 pi f. That's all. Is that okay? Then from here you can get your f. So f will be what? 200 divided by 2 pi. And we have this 100 over pi, or you put it in decimal, where pi is 22 over 7 or 3.142. And if you do that, 100 divided by 3.142, I have 31.83 hertz. That is my frequency. So let me summarize that. F is 31.83 hertz. So I have this. Roman figure 2, wavelength. To get the wavelength is the same process. And we need to clean this. So again, the same thing. You have y equals to 2 sine 0.5x minus 200t. You compare, that is a sine 2 pi lambda x minus 200t. And we are looking for wavelength. This is wavelength, as you know. This is wavelength. So I can compare this with this. Okay, so I have 0.5 equals to 2 pi over lambda. So if you do that, you have 0.5 lambda equals to 2 pi. Therefore, lambda is what? 2 pi over 0.5. And what is that? You know that your pi is 3.142. So 2 times 3.142, you have 6.284 divided by 0.5. And you have 12.57 meter. 12.57 meter. So our wavelength is 12.57 meter. So next is speed. To get the speed is very simple. To get the speed is very simple, which is V. And we know that V is F lambda. And we have lambda, we've calculated lambda already. And we have calculated F already. So that makes it as simple as ABC. Our F is 12.57. Sorry, our F is 31.83 and our wavelength is 12.57. And if we do that, 31.83 times 12.57, that will give us 400 meter per second. Okay, the next one, which is the last one, is amplitude. That's so simple. And to get the amplitude, the same thing, go back to the formula y 2 sine 0.5x minus 200t. Compare with the standard formula y a sine 2 pi over lambda x minus 200t. So a is the amplitude. So you can see our amplitude a is just 2 meters. Example 2. Okay, let's take this example 2. The equation y equals to 5 sine open bracket 3x minus 4t, where y is in millimeters and x is in meter and t is in seconds. So we have to calculate frequency, period, speed of waves. So to do that, when I solved the example 1, I took equation 1. So let me take equation 2 with this. You can decide to take equation 3 or 4, anyone. So let me take equation 2. So before then, I have y 5 sine 3x minus 4t. Equation 2 is y a sine 2 pi over lambda x minus 2 pi over t. This is equation 2. So for the first one, I'm looking for frequency. So to get frequency, I can decide to get, if you are using this, you have to be very, very careful. So if I'm using this, from here, I can get my frequency. From here, after getting my period, because there is a relationship between period and frequency. But if you find this difficult, you can just go straight to use the equation 1. I think that will be very simple for students to manipulate. So 2 pi f equals to 4, then you get your frequency. But let me use equation 2. Since I've decided to do that. So I have 4 equals to 2 pi over t. So 4t equals to 2 pi. Therefore, t is what? T will be 2 pi over 4. And that will be 2 times 3.142. That will be 6.284 divided by 4. That will be 1.571 seconds. So that is my period, and that even gives us the answer of Roman figure 2. So our period is 1.571. So period t 1.571 seconds. So I can get my frequency. To get my frequency, so f equals to 1 over t. That will be 1 over 1.571. So 1 divided by 1.571. That will give us 0.64 Hz. So our frequency is 0.64 Hz. So the last one, I've calculated period, so I can get my speed of waves. And to get the speed of wave, as usual, use the formula for wave, V equals to F lambda. So we don't have wavelength, so we need to calculate our wavelength. Is that okay? So to get wavelength, you know, as usual, you take this and this. That is 3 equals to 2 pi over lambda. So that will be 3 lambda equals to 2. Lambda is 2 pi over 3. And that will be 6.284 divided by 3. And that will give us 2.09 meter. So our lambda is 2.09 meter. So we can calculate the speed of the wave, since we know our wavelength and we have our frequency before. The frequency is 0.64 times 2.09, and if you do that, 0.64 times 2.09, that will give us 1.34 meter per second.